Sunstone is the gain counterpart to Moonstone. It stimulates leadership, personal power, and strength. The sun is the center of the universe with planets revolving around it. Sunstone encourages you to take the center stage, to be in the limelight, and to let your light shine. The iridescent glitter in Sunstone helps you sparkle and be confident with your creative expression. All of these have affirmations. I'll let you read those to yourself because I believe that when you speak with affirmations, you should always speak them over yourself. The fluorite, I've already told you about fluorite. Basically, it's for focus. If you get distracted, any difficulty paying attention, fluorite releases scattered energies and it promotes order and focus. And this will help you be able to focus on the things that you're supposed to versus the things that you don't already have in your paradigm. We have Hawk's Eye for higher perspective. Hawk's Eye facilitates a bird's eye view that helps you rise above a situation. Basically, rising above the things that you're already in, rising above your current situation with what's going on, with the ice thing in your family, and basically you are moving to a higher plateau. Prehnite, fucking amazing crystal, especially if you're a healer. Prehnite is a soothing, translucent green. Prehnite basically quiets the mind. It calms an agitated heart. It basically acts as a soap to cleanse any emotional debris that you have in your auric field. Prehnite helps release energetic and physical clutter that may be causing you any discord. It also helps you let go of things in your life that you no longer need, which is a lot of this shit here. If you place it in your home and garden, it creates a healing sanctuary of peace and calmness. I love Prehnite. I have a really big piece. It's a cactus that I got in New Mexico. So, alright, I'm done with these. So many freaking cards out. Okay, we're gonna do what's blocking you. Cause with all of this shit, right? Gotta be able to know what's actually blocking you. What's blocking you from moving forward? What's blocking you in relationships? What's blocking you in love? And relationships don't always have to be romantic. It could just be in general. Relationship with yourself, relationship with your kids, relationship at work, familiar relationships. So they're not all synonymous to one particular type of relationship. Too much work. You tell yourself it's too much work, but it's really an excuse not to get involved. You're not, like I said, this is what's blocking you because you're not doing the work. It seems like I just said this. It seems like too much work because it's not particularly something that you really want to do. And it does. It takes work. It takes work. It takes dedication. It takes time. It takes commitment to commit to yourself. Feeling unloved is blocking you. You deserve someone who can support you emotionally and love you fully. Girl, stop settling for them people that I have told you 5 times. Leave them men alone. Leave them alone. They're not setting healthy spaces for you. They're also not a part of your journey. A lot of times we keep people around us for longer periods of time than they're supposed to stay. This would be one of those situations and one of those cases. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Girl, you done got this 5 times. Indecision. What is blocking you? Because you're afraid to make a mistake, so you won't commit either way. And even, I always believe, and I've always been told, the ability to not make a choice is still a choice. It's still an option. Because when you either make a decision or you don't. And in the event that you don't, people assume that, oh, I didn't make a decision, but you did. The decision was not to make a decision. Everything that and this is why being mindful is so important, because people miss a lot of those vague areas that people miss is really when the light is shining the brightest, and they just completely they conceptualize it instead of realizing it. They conceptualize it instead of realizing it. Say it again. They conceptualize it instead of realizing it. They make it a thought. They make it a thing. They make it a quirk. And it's actually something that you should be paying the most attention to. It's in that space, that moment of what looks like success. It's in that moment that you should seek quietness and analyze what it is that you're doing or not doing. Or were you just sitting there like, you know what, I ain't got time to think about that right now. Yeah, well, that time that you are not taking to think is the time that you should be taking. You have unlovable. Practice radical self-acceptance and love yourself with all your flaws. Not only love yourself, like yourself, because they're different. They're two different feelings, they're two different concepts, and a lot of people say they love themselves, but they don't. But more to the point, a lot of people say that they love themselves, but they don't like themselves. Because you can love something all day long and not like it. But you can't like something and you can't not like something. You can't not like something and love it. You can love something and not like it, but you can't not like something and love it. Because one is more progressional into the other one. You understand what I'm saying? You can't get to B without A. If you ain't cross A, it don't work like that. And a lot of people in their path, they go straight to B and forget A. It doesn't work like that. You have to like yourself in order to love yourself. A lot of people, we focus so much on, oh, you gotta love yourself. I love yourself. But do you like yourself? Do you like the things that you do? Are you happy with your decisions? Or do you wish you could do more? Or do you wish you was more? Or do you wish you was over here when you were over there? Love is a concept, and so is like, but like is, oddly enough, it's more powerful when you're talking about yourself. Because in order to like yourself, you have to like what you do. You have to like how you make yourself feel. You have to like how you make others feel. You have to like how you show up and express yourself in this realm. You have to be able to enjoy your own company. You have to be able to look within and say, damn, I'm lit, or I'm boring, or I'm this, or I'm that. But those answers come from being with self and being by yourself and being with yourself and being in yourself. That's where those answers come from. Those answers are never going to come from an external source, because at that point you're then seeking validation. And before anybody else can put a title, can put a term on you, you have to give yourself a title and a term. That's why a lot of people are so wishy-washy, or they fuck with somebody one day and then somebody piss them off and they don't fuck with them no more. You have to explore all aspects of a person within yourself. I'm talking about yourself. You have to explore all aspects of a person in order to truly decide if this is something that you want to keep within you, if this is something that you want to have in your paradigm. Being unlovable, you have to, acceptance is a choice. Non-acceptance is a choice. No choice is a choice. When you choose or not to choose, that's a choice. You didn't choose. That's still a choice. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm not taking all of those. I'm going to take these two. Giving too much. You're depleted because you give too much. You need a balance of give and take. Only give to those who can reciprocate the energy that you're giving out. It makes your life a lot easier. It makes it a lot calmer. It also makes it more effective. Too attached. Give your partner some breathing room. Being too needy drives them away. And this can be, like I said, coming from a person that really they don't fuck with you like you want them to fuck with you. They fuck with you somewhat, but not in a manner in which you would prefer. Stuck in the past. Let go of your ex completely so you can truly welcome new love into your life. If I have not admonished this to you multiple times. Also, rejection. Build your confidence by dating a lot and find out what people like about you. Find out what you like about yourself. Rejection is not always a bad thing. Sometimes you don't need what the hell you're asking for. Sometimes you need to be protected from certain things, or sometimes your discernment might not be there to fully see what's going to be ahead of you or what's coming for you. Body shame. You feel unattractive to others. Work on accepting your self-flaws and all. You have a lot of self-acceptance messages here. You have a lot of, like I said, these cards get to the nitty-gritty of self. Because a lot of people, when they do, when they want readings, they want you to be like, oh, this and that, and yeah, such and such is doing this, and such really fucking them, and so on and so forth. However, and that's cool. That's cool. I'm not against that. But if you don't know how to handle it, if you don't know what your approach should be, if you don't know the new perspective that you should actually implement into a new way of thinking so that you can elevate beyond the point of where you are, then basically you're continuing to perpetuate the same cycle that you was already in. You basically condoning the same bullshit you was already in. That's not the goal. The goal is not to know it's fucked up and just look at it like, yeah, I'm gonna wait till the wheels fall off. That's not a thing. That's a thing that society made. They're gonna ride us till the wheels fall off. I'm not going to ride nothing till the fucking wheels fall off. Because I'm not cool with wheels falling off of shit. You know, I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to cultivate it. I'm going to harvest it. I'm going to harness it. I'm going to maintain and contain it. But never am I going to ride some shit till the wheels fall off. Makes no sense to me. Because why the fuck are we riding things till they fall off? Why are we not fixing wheels? Why are we not being proactive enough to fix shit before it gets that bad? A lot of things that we live with, you know, in a basic way affects us more than what we told and what we taught. But once we start applying and we start listening to a lot of that shit, you'll see that shit ain't. They be telling us to say some crazy stuff. Ooh, Justice, the King of Pentacles. You are it's a situation that happened with a male. Somebody has been holding money over your head. Somebody either that helps you, doesn't want to help you, but they hold money over your head. There's karma. In this next retrograde, they'll be receiving their karma for basically the six of Pentacles situation that they got you in. You know, they breadcrumb you. They want to give you a little bit when they know you need a lot. You know, they never give you a lot, but they'll sit there and they'll watch you struggle and need it. But this is somebody that's close enough to you to where they can help. This person has an overabundance of wealth, and one of their roles is to actually give, to actually reciprocate. This person doesn't do that. And the part is being balanced with the Justice card. It's being balanced. So this person you'll if you see somebody around, ooh. Yep, Knight of Swords. This is coming in fair with the Page of Pentacles. This person planted bad seeds. You planted bad seeds with this person. This person, so what's rushing in for them is their lack, but what's rushing in for you is you actually planting seeds. You planting positive seeds. You planting financial abundance. You